very, if anything, just
most of the stuff that you're seeing is
needless
fake.
stress.
Most of the stuff that you're seeing
I'm worried for our elderly. I'm worried.
A live action role playing project that's meant to spin a false narrative for you.
I just
don't buy into it.
do not know.
It's not real.
I try to view it like this, and how life is. Yeah, I know. How life is precious and valuable at every age and every stage,
and the whole
how
reason
much we love those around us, and how much hope that we hold
this is
for
happening
the
now
future.
is because they're being boxed in.
Who are you? It doesn't matter who we are.
So boom, like right on the page, it says right now, Davy Crocco Live. So like this is invaluable. Now it's called Home of the Internet's Full-Blown Legends. You can make a, profile.
Hello? Disco operator? Thank you for joining today's conference call with Governor Andrew Cuomo. I will now turn it over to Governor Cuomo.
Governor Cuomo, K-U-M-O, please spell it correctly. Good morning, everyone.
盗国贼们有着两个让美国人必须走入极度失败的计划。第一个计划就是刚才说的 BG1， 第二个计划叫 3M， 搞弱美国，搞乱美国，搞死美国。我以我的生命向美国人保证，盗国贼在美国这个计划现在进行的非常之成功，非常之快速，而且对美国人民和美国人民的资产和生命一定会造成巨大的危害。这个危害一定不是一次911就能代表的，可能是100倍、1000倍911。黑夜即将到来，一定要做好准备。黑夜来自到中国到我这个黑夜即将弥漫了世界，每个人都将关心，大家做好准备。
You're not supposed to fuck around with your homie's ex-girlfriend. The shit is foul as fuck. I don't give a fuck if that bitch twerking on the line at a function. You better move out the fucking way when it's your turn. I don't give a fuck if she in the corner like this, looking at you, trying to wink and shit, trying to show you her ass or whatever. Motherfucker, you better go Stevie Wonder or Helen Keller on that bitch, cause fuck that.
I was talking to Owen earlier today, and
one of my best friends, this guy I knew forever, he'd call me up or pull me aside with some major problem, some major issue that was going on. He'd say, Chuck,
take back the streets. It doesn't matter whether or not the person that is accosting your son or daughter or my son or daughter, my wife, your husband, my mother, your parents. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter or not whether or not they had no background that enabled them to become socialized into the fabric of society. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society.
Children, hear the judgment of your Father, and so do, that you may be saved. For God hath made the Father honorable to the children, and seeking the judgment. Few people who hate Owen Benjamin, okay?
Now, for those of you that don't know, my father I don't see any other way around.
It's evil. It's just straight up evil.
So I'm
I'm a former Marine, and I became aware that there are two verses, and we need to hear the second verse, which says, "Oh, thus be it ever, when free men shall stand between their loved homes and the war's desolation, blessed with victory and peace, may the heaven-rescued land praise the power that has made and preserved us a nation. Then conquer we must, when our cause it is just, and this be our motto, in God is our trust, and the star-spangled banner in triumph shall wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, last Friday, I received a 7-page document that sort of told me that if I had an 86-year-old patient that had pneumonia but was never tested for COVID-19, but sometime after she came down with pneumonia, we learned that she had been exposed to her son who had no symptoms, but later on was identified with COVID-19, that it would be appropriate to diagnose on the death certificate COVID-19. Now, we've not done that. If someone has the pneumonia after and it's in the middle of a flu epidemic, and I don't have a test on influenza, I don't diagnose influenza on the death certificate. I will say this elderly patient died of pneumonia.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but my heart is sinking right now as you're telling me this. You're a doctor. Why in the world would they be sending you out information to fill out death certificates, whether the person's been diagnosed with COVID-19 or not, but then to say in the death certificate this person's death was caused by COVID-19? That does not sound right to me.
few squirt boys. One guy said it was bound to happen on DLive. They've come for us. Ban a few squirt. Bag on. What is this? And she'd say,
you can see the most effective shutdown is actually in a place that looks really bad on a per capita basis, but really did a very good job of reacting relatively quickly.
Hello everyone. Sometimes life comes at you fast, and as I was preparing to drop some actually really important information with respect to the ongoing pandemic that we can now call China flu, thanks to Emperor Trump's proclamations today, something of even more import flashes across my desk. And
can you bring George in? He's just staring at me and whining. The state is the Bible. Okay?
Yes, that's right. You can see him. It's Bear Brain himself, Owen Benjamin, and we can look at some of his more witterings as I've been getting plagued by his cult following, I guess would be the easiest way of describing them. So I need to rush through this because, like I say, I want to put something up straight away after this, and I'm going to play him at double speed because we can just get the pain over with quickly, and I'll stop and pause where I can, where I see things of interest, and let's begin. Owen, take it away, you madman.
That's something I've learned in this whole thing. It's like on a personal level, we need each other. We got to be around each other, and as this whole thing's playing out, I'm not saying to violate any of this stuff. I don't care at all. I think everything that's coming from it so far, I think, is awesome.
He's speaking about the pandemic from China flu there.
Small businesses are going down, which is a bummer, but long term, I think they'll be better off for it. I think some of the big boys are going down, and it's going to open up a lot of markets. So just hold tight and just enjoy the melodies of life. You know, my income's going to go down. I mean, I don't care.
Is whether, I know we've got monitors throughout the room, or that incite others to attack the different posts that we went through.
Is the distinction between the user account itself, content, or use of
against him.
And if you're wondering why we were going to talk about this subject, well, it's probably obvious in light of some of the comments that you've seen.
Hey.
We're going to have some back and forth here.
So I thought this was easy from the perspective of the person on the line. It's the president of a country. It's not my job to do this. This is
above your pay grade.
Definitely above my pay grade. I have my own thoughts about what the policy should be, but I'm pretty sure I shouldn't be enforcing it or creating it.
I think we had a comment up here.
The vaccine that you're going to be taking was developed by an African-American woman. And that is just a fact. I mean, that is a fact. And I think that's some of the things that people don't fully, it was not done in a controlled clinical trial. So you really can appreciate.
I feel very honored.
Sometimes people ask me, Kevin,
okay, we should get a puppy. Okay, we're live.
Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you all. I don't know about you, but I, for one,
Hi, everybody.
have
And my
been
dad
enjoying the
is such
pandemic.
a wizard, empty, amoral, selfish, sodomite. And I wrestled with it a lot. I really was thinking about killing my dad. And I'm like, ah!
Nurse said I had a big wiener for a baby. Don't believe me? I have it documented.
True or false? I had a huge wiener when I was born. True or false? I have pictures now to prove it.
You do. You have big balls.
When I was born, I had big balls.
Yeah.
True or false? I had a huge wiener when I was born. True or false? I have pictures now to prove it.
You do. You have big balls.
When I was born, I had big balls.
Yes.
Didn't have a lot of friends, but the ones I had were awesome, and they still are. I got punched in the face quite a bit.
Hi, everybody.
You know, things are spreading rapidly, and so it's all good. It's all going.
Parkness, Warkness, Warkness, Darkness, Darkness, Farkness, Sharkness, Shark Week, Week spelled with an A, week, weekend. You will have your weekend. You earn a living with a U. Earn, weekend, Shark Week, Bark Week, Bob Barker's Week, Capitalism Week, Price is Wrong, come on down to hell. I'm like, yeah, I got a lot of shit to do today. It's like day, gay man, gay flan weenus, eat the weenus. And I'm like, what? Sut, butt, in the butt, anus, Waynell Sexton, George Floyd, George Washington, Georgie boy, your dog George, Floyd Mayweather, gay weather, May is gay is may I have some gay?
It's all going just spiffy.
She showed me that music doesn't exist on a page. It just is. It's everywhere. She changed my life. Lucinda became Larry in 1991. We are still bros. Larry's wicked supportive. Great dude.
Mortality rate for trans people is 40% by gunshot wound to the head. Not only did they not care, they were trying to push it on kids. Has everybody been fucking asleep the whole time?
You know, there's no reason to despair or get upset about this.
No,
With him?
we have
no symptoms whatsoever.
But at the same time, it is also something that needs to be taken seriously, as I think even many of the biggest doubters are finally beginning to understand.
There was a curious sight at last night's Trump rally in Tampa. The letter Q was everywhere on signs.
There does seem to be some level of CDC either incompetence or worse.
We're in a live exercise here to get this right. We're in a live exercise here to get this right. We're in a live exercise here to get this right.
You know, if you look at the fact that the tests that they originally provided, that the federal government was waiting for, didn't work.
No, the answer is no, and the evidence that you're talking about, John, is anecdotal evidence. So as the commissioner of FDA and the president mentioned yesterday, we're trying to strike a balance between making something with a potential of an effect to the American people available at the same time that we do it under the auspices of a protocol that would give us information to determine if it's truly safe and truly effective. But the information that you're referring to specifically is anecdotal. Make any definitive statement about it.
You look at the way that they have been telling various hospitals and not to cause panic by protecting the medical workers. These are things that you simply can't justify.
Things that don't need to be done over the next 2 weeks, don't get it done. If you're a person with an elective surgery, you don't want to go into a hospital right now. There's a lot of distraction. There's a lot of people doing a lot of other things to save people's lives. So let's all be responsible. There's a lot of people doing a lot of other things to save people's lives. So let's all be responsible.
Especially in light of the situation that they're currently facing.
And we are going to drain the swamp.
Now that's kind of the situation that we're in here together. We're not obviously all isolated together, but as the whole coronavirus thing travels,
hello,
we have begun putting videos up on the new Monster server, and so it's just a matter of time before we start making that available to unauthorized subscribers. And
Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey, good morning, everybody. We're
We'll start 6-7.
You know how many girlfriends I could have tomorrow if I went? There's so many girls that if I could have 5 of them at the same time if I just didn't tell them I was having 5. I've done that before. Okay, before I was a Christian, I've done that. It's not hard to get a girlfriend. Don't be impressed by yourselves for doing that.
So last night I was struggling with all my one-eyed weenus hiding in plain sight theories. And I was struggling with whether or not the plan, trust the plan, don't trust the plan. And then with Amy's excellent guidance,
Hey, good morning. Hey, good morning.
It says connecting. Okay.
Logos definition.
It says connecting.
Here we go.
Oswego, New York in 1989 was the opposite of a Whole Foods. The shit went down big.
Good morning, everybody. I've got like
50% of people that watch me that think that I'm like this really serious. Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey, good morning, everybody.
Hello, Georgie. Hi, everybody. What's going down? Hang on, I don't know when we're live. I never know. The state is the Bible. Okay? Okay,
The drama that was going on with the fucking psychopaths who hate Owen seems to have calmed down. They seem to have taken the way out that I gave them and just stopped talking. The drama that was going on with the fucking psychopaths, because Owen is like a king in a lot of ways in his personality and everything. Because Owen is like a king in a lot of ways in his personality and everything. And I've got like 50% of people that watch me that think that
You know, that's something I've learned in this whole thing. It's like on a personal level, we need each other. We got to be around each other. And as this whole thing is playing out, I'm not saying to violate any of this stuff. I don't care at all. I think everything that's coming from it so far, I think, is awesome.
So I hung my head and cried.
You say you're Christian? Yeah. Fear not. Ripping the baby from a woman and sending her back to a cubicle is slavery. You are a nigger. Oh, but I have white skin. I have guilt because I'm doing so well. You don't know what you are. Did you know that black slaves in the antebellum South had better relationships with their children? No, I've seen Roots. Hollywood movies. Okay. They had better diets. They lived longer. It's like, oh, so you're advocating slavery. You are a slave right now. Advocating slavery, I'm pointing reality. Right now, you are I have a choice. You think that these women have a choice? I'm turning round. You want me now. You want me.
Finally, I'm online again.
Please welcome Petey, the sexual harassment panda.
You have reached the John Hagee Ministries order line. Our regular order line hours are from 6:30 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. Central Standard Time every day of the week. Please leave your...
morning, everybody. How's it going?
Mandatory lockdowns, curfews, vaccines, food rationing, that shit is not American. Unless
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Here we go. Here we go.